And what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is a Toy Kind of Mood, episode 109. As always, I'm your co-host Barbarian. With me is, as always, Trav Moody. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I'm on the tablet again, but new laptop again. New laptop 2.0 coming up tomorrow, so hopefully we can do Friday.
I'm not going to say anything. May
the 4th, Asus.
Hey, and of course, back with us is Tony from Tony's Figs. What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? Nice to see you guys again. A little under the weather. I'm trying to keep it under control. You won't see my toilet paper when I blow my nose or my Hall's menthol lip. I'm here, baby.
Look, it's a weird January. It's still cold here in Texas. Like, we're in the 40s still. It's weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's been all right. So we have a fun show tonight. For anyone who is joining us just now, coming on to the stream. Hopefully will be a recurring friend of the show. You can find him at on Instagram and on Twitter at Trusty Sidekick. YouTube channel, Mike Kaess, joining us now, speaking all things boys. What's up, Mike?
Hi. Hey, I'm here. How's it going, people?
Going good.
Yeah. If you're watching this, smash that like button. Do it.
Oh yeah,
I did it.
Thanks.
I went on and hit the like button. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. That's all I'm saying.
I love it. Look at that, right off the gate.
I know how this YouTube game goes. Let's go.
Okay, so look, we do have a quick little. KJ and I did cover some stuff last week. So let's jump into quickly the Marvel Legends. The Marvel Legends did give us a little bit of news today. We're getting our first Yondu.
Is it the first Yondu?
It is the first comic accurate Yondu.
Well, in the 6-inch line, there was a 3.75-inch version.
Yeah, I had that one. The universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in the 6-inch.
Yes, in the 6-inch. Yes.
We're getting the first comic.
It was that the IGN article was like ever. I'm like, ever? Really? Ever?
Okay. So what?
Cool comment by Bees. What's up, Bees Battleground? What's going on, man?
Well, yeah, and it look, how are we feeling about this Yondu? Like, are we excited about it? Is it a smash? Or is it a pass? Like, how are we feeling? Mike, what do you think, buddy?
I only collect certain Marvel Legends. I'm mostly into the X-Mans, and specifically the Jim Lee X-Mans. So I'm pretty much gonna pass on this. I see a lot of reuse, which I'm fine with for the most part. For the people that want that OG Guardians of the Galaxy team, it's a must pick up. Like you legally have to.
Yeah. I agree. I mean,
yeah.
Let me get to this one.
There you go.
There we go. Tony, Trav.
We got to see Mike's collection with that.
It's a good collection. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a little bit.
Well, look, the Walmart, right? The Walmart Star-Lord, the comic one. So I think they're kind of jumping on this. I believe this is Target exclusive, our favorite 2 words, Uncle Toy Universe. So, Target does clearance, so we'll see how low it can go. That's my answer for that one, because I don't even have the Michael Rooker one, which is the one everybody wants. I like our guy right here, Payne's. Right here, coming up. Yep, might pick up the real Yondu. I'm assuming he means the MCU, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'll pass right now.
Yeah, pass. Tony, smash, pass. You're muted, buddy.
Tony's on mute.
He's like, oh.
You can read that lip.
Uh-oh.
No, we already saw the packaging. Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not going to go
horrible.
yet.
We crinkled cardboard.
Hey,
we can start now. Lawrence is here.
Tony, we can't hear
anyway,
you.
Tony until he yells.
He didn't yell, and we're gonna hear him. Okay.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. We're gonna move on. Okay, so last week, KJ and I did talk about these figures. They were definitely in our smashing. At least the Spider-Man was. The Franklin and Valeria, they're awesome, but we are gonna pass them until we get a clearance sale. However, the pricing has come out on both of these figures, and they kind of caught us with off guard because the 2-pack is actually a decent price. And I believe it was $45. Trav, am I right on that? $45 for?
Oh, it's $50, and it's not the worst price in the world. You mean for the twins?
The 2-pack.
Yeah, it's not the worst price in the world to be $49.99. Hopefully, Tony joins us. He must be, still suffering that Cowboys loss.
Yeah.
But look, hopefully the Richards kids can go a little lower. But yeah, I mean that isn't bad. But then Gamerverse really, we're paying an extra penny for Spidey now.
Yeah, Mike, what do you think, man?
I have the original Gamerverse Spidey. He's actually hanging right back here. You can't really see him because it's so small, but he's right there. I was thinking about getting this one because I do like the Gamerverse Spidey, but when I saw that price, it was a hard no for me. And I just, because it's not even deluxe. Like, Star Wars will do some weird pricing with the Boba Fett's and whatnot. Right. And even G.I. Joe, because I collect that line as well. Like, you got like Kamakura, which was $35, or Sergeant Slaughter, but they come with like a ton of accessories. And I can kind of, justify that $35 price with all the different accessories. But this Spider-Man is a repaint of a mold that already exists. It's the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. It comes with like 2 alternate hands and then 3 accessories that nobody cares about. Those stupid, like, who uses those web accessories? What do you do with them? What do you do with them as an adult? What do you do with those extra web accessories? Not the flippy one, but the other ones. What do you do with them?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I like when you make like sets. When you make like like you can like have the villain like stuck with like webbing on it. Like it's like, what are you gonna do with them? I mean, pose them, right? You can pose it, but at least we're getting something with them.
I guess. I for the price though, I would have wanted something different.
For the price.
Yeah.
Look, hold on. Let me find that picture. Right, they have like all the. Here we go. Here we go. Look, for the price of
yeah.
This is not $35.
No.
Like this is $25.
Sure.
I'd
even say 30 maybe. Maybe.
Like for that, like for my top one of my top figures of 2022 was that Japanese Spider-Man because of all
the love it.
Yeah, I loved it. And Mike is coming out strong. He's choosing violence tonight. Hasbro.
I see that. Yeah.
Look, it's that Japanese Spider-Man for that price was perfect. It was $25. You got those accessories. It looks beautiful. This looks beautiful, and for $25, 100%. But I mean, it's true. What is new with this? I'm going back to this great meme reuse. Like it's the same figure.
It's a good figure. I'm like, it's a good body.
It's a great body.
Yeah.
But once
we're
again,
paying we're paying for PlayStation rights. We're paying for Marvel rights, at least the Sony rights, at least the Disney rights, I guess. I don't know. And then Hasbro. And then what? I think KJ brought up a good point when he made the same. We're going to talk about KJ a lot. Without KJ, we're not doing the show tonight, guys. So and he can't be here. But look, he made a post, the Black Genghis, about this, and he was saying we're paying that Spidey tax now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
the
almost
Boba
like
tax in the Black Series, and yeah.
Yeah, it's like crazy because then the scalp, they see the scalper prices for these things, and I think the the one that you got it was going for around 100. So they were like, why are we going to put it 25 when everyone's going to clear out the shelves? And maybe they're thinking if we put it 35, then everyone can buy it. I don't. It gives everyone a chance to buy it. I don't know what they're fucking thinking.
Well, from their perspective, they're probably thinking it's cheaper than the aftermarket, which is not a great opinion, but it is a way to look at it.
And like it's definitely a thought. It's a bad one. But
look at shots fired right here at Mr. BV. You saw the $45 price hike for I think Pandora or one of them. I don't know. Right. Pretty crazy that everyone's going wild here. We had to. And our guy, Mr. Tiger Force himself, is rebooting. Yeah. But, all right.
I mean, Hasbro is shooting themselves in the foot with this.
I think so.
Dave is 100% right. They're shooting themselves in the foot because, and Mike, to your their thought, it's a thought. No one's saying it's a good one, but like if it's $35, if it is, that is your like giant size figures.
Mm-hmm.
Like McFarlane, and I hate to use McFarlane for this example, but their $40 figures are giant ass figures for $40. We get that. Like that Clayfish is huge. That Joker Titan is huge. Like I'm just gonna use Recondo here. Like this is a $20 figure. Fine, 25, sure. Not 35. I don't care how many percent. Like.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of ridiculous.
It's a weird choice. I really want to know what their reasoning is. Like on a Q&A or something, just like pin them down and be like, where did this price come from? Like how does Hasbro justify this officially?
Well, and I would love to know also just and this isn't like bashing any team or anything, but when you look at Marvel Legends and Star Wars and G.I. Joe. And
you guys hear me now?
We can hear you, Tony.
Okay.
Finally.
Mike, we have Mike and Mike check.
All right.
Mike check a Mike 1, Mike 2.
I'm right, Tony. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
But I want to know where their mind is with their pricing. Because if you have a line of figures at $20-$25, and then you're doing the Spider-Man at $35. What is your thinking? And I don't think you can say like, well, inventory or distribution or oil gases anymore. I don't think you can use those excuses anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Well, it's weird that it's just the one toy. Like it's that this one is. They're not raising everything to $35. It's just this one. Is $35 for some reason. And there was a Q&A 2 weeks ago, I guess, for the Black Series team, and they talked about the Boba tax and like why Boba was more expensive. And they say typically he's got more paint than the average. And one of them, Chris, talked about there is an extra higher assembly fee because he has more parts than a typical Black Series figure does with like the overlay and stuff. And I kind of call bullshit a little bit on that.
Oh, once again, I'll go back to the picture.
But these are the same figures. Yeah, there's none extra. None of that applies here. Yeah.
No, and look at like the paint. Like, yes, it is a beautiful paint.
Sure. Yep. And paint. People treat paint like it's not extra. Like because a lot of it is hand painted. It's not even like machine painted. The digital face printing is machine painted, but like a lot of these paint apps is someone painting them.
So I mean, but then by that logic, that Daredevil should be like 15.
Oh no, I agree. I'm not saying that explains everything. I'm just saying that I feel like some people devalue paint apps like they aren't worth anything, or even let's say they're using 10 cents worth of paint, plus labor. That's times like 50,000 figures. People look at HasLab numbers like, oh, it needs 9,000, and they don't realize that 9,000 isn't even what Target will order for something like that. Yeah. Like those numbers are minuscule for what we're talking about as a whole when they manufacture something like this. So those 10 cents here, 50 cents here, times 50,000, 60,000 figures adds up to a lot of money.
Yeah. I do want to comment here on Matt's comment. So Marvel Legends was a lot of everything, as you know, on the Cap Bucky Buck, and now it's on the Vulcan Buck. So they did make a switch there after 10 years, probably. But now we're going to be getting pretty much the same thought.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, now going on to some of our bread and butter. G.I. Joe.
Yo, Joe.
Joe.
Yo ho. Quick, we did get some drops. We got this Python Crimson Guard.
Well, Bobby, real quick, I just want to say, I was watching Mike's videos, and he was doing his Black Series thing, top of the year. Go watch it, guys. Awesome stuff. Yes. So I was watching it, and he was mentioning the other toys he's into the most, and he said G.I. Joe, and it was like, we have not only a perfect guest for our meat and potatoes coming later, he's a Joe guy, and we're pretty much
this is my Joe collection right here.
Yeah, let's get a focus on you real quick.
Go
ahead, Bobby.
I got my Cobra. I got Mindbender and Serpentor and Slaughter on this little shelf right here. Nice. And I got all my Joes down there. And of course I've got the His tank on order. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I think all of us got the His tank on order.
I got 2 on order because that's how I justify it. 100% buying one to sell to pay for the one that I bought for me.
We're in trouble. Lawrence is leaving because Viper Island is his source.
Oh, I see. I've caught up on that drama. This is fun.
Oh my god.
Am I the villain?
Are we the baddies?
What?
Is he living in our heads?
They cut out the baddies at Comic-Con when they took our footage.
So we have the Python Crimson Guard. Yeah, this will be awesome. I'm actually.
But it's not crimson. It's not crimson.
Yeah, that's my problem with it. It's not crimson. How do you call it a Crimson Guard if it's not crimson? It's like a Verdant Guard.
The wannabe crimson.
Like
Neon Guard.
The Neon Guard. There we go.
Yeah.
I thought they were doing one. Actually, when I first saw this, I thought it was like that neon G.I. Joe line during in the 90s, where like when you got them like the toxic.
The toxic. Yeah, the Eco Warriors.
Toxic Eco Warriors.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I'm like, oh, cool, they're going that line. I'm like, Crimson.
Hey, if they do a Toxo Viper, I am in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought this was. I'm like,
they will.
They will. Oh, what they said on a Q&A, they want to get weird with it. So.
Yep. Well, remember they brought up. Lenny brought out the monster one time. So. I'm so happy that Star Wars fan thinks we're that.
That's fine.
No, that nasty Crimson Guard wannabe Python is gay.
I don't understand. It's not crimson.
It's not crimson.
The gray guard. Yeah, Python Patrol, yellow gray.
Look,
but I'll get it. Everything.
Moving on. We got Chaz. We've got some hints from Target. Okay, Trav, you wanna?
Yeah.
You wanna take this, buddy?
I'm just glad that Star Wars cleared that up. But hey, Tony,
go.
Where you going? You going to get your customs?
I'm gonna get some water.
Don't die on us, Tony.
No, I'm good.
Tony, I just met you. I can't lose you already. Okay.
No, oh my dude. No, now you can hear me. I'm good now. What up, Trav?
No, saying we can wait. All right, you want to go get water? That's fine. But we're talking your wheelhouse right here. I was going to ask you to show up your custom copperhead and
which one you want to see? Which one?
Yeah, whatever. No, you don't have to do all that. Yeah, you have to open it, deep off. It's a lot of work.
No, it's water here.
But
we need you to have water. You're sick.
Go hydrate yourself. Hydrate.
While he's gone, Tony, what a dick. I'm just
damn. I can still hear you, Mike.
Oh, oops. I mean, what a cool guy. No, I'm kidding. Can we talk about what's on screen? Because I'm super excited for these.
The Dumas pet, isn't that Dumas pet? Isn't that scrap iron or no?
I hope so, because that's what I want so bad.
It is.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I made one.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So let me ask you, like, okay, so who was C.S. Carroll? Who's Wolf? Who's Lovecraft?
Huh, man, I don't.
Do we?
I mean, Lovecraft would be really cool if he was someone stupid like Globulus.
I know, right? That's a pass for me.
I mean, could Wolf be Junkyard? Was it Junkyard?
Could be Junkyard and Mutt. Yeah.
Yeah, because they announced him, right?
They
did they?
They announced every fucking
The pipeline
custom I made. Shit.
Oh, Lovecraft being low light would be. I would love low light. Oh, he was my
cool.
He was my jam.
Yep, made that guy too.
Bobby, I think all these are the ones that have already been leaked. They just got character names.
I think Carol's Chuckles.
Which one?
Oh,
because I'm pretty sure they announced. I'm pretty sure they pipelined Chuckles.
they did pipeline.
Right,
Chuckles.
they're all pipeline. Yeah, not anything anyone knew.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Character Palace.
I mean, Torpedo has potential to be my figure of the year in 2023. I'm so excited for Torpedo.
He's my number 2 most excited.
Yeah.
Same here.
Shipwreck, I'm pretty excited for, but I've always loved Torpedo. I don't know what it is.
Well, and the way that Torpedo looks and just the way we're gonna get him, I guess it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
Hey, Bobby, this has to be the best comment we ever got besides 69 girls.
I mean, Kathleen Kennedy's super rich, and she's hung out with George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, and is one of the most acclaimed producers in the world in all of movies. So I would rather be Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy's responsible for the Goonies. She's responsible for Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Everyone's like, "Oh, Kathleen!" Like, shut up.
Yeah, without Kathleen Kennedy, Jurassic Park wouldn't be the movie it was. Exactly. So I just,
Yeah.
Shipwreck is awful.
Yeah.
They're Lawrence. What? You were leaving. We're on Viper Island.
Shipwreck is amazing.
Yeah.
He's just mad because he got like 70 freaking shipwrecks from his dad as a kid because he had the flag. You need a lot of sailors, buddy.
I got you the GI's Joe. Like, oh.
You need some sailors.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, Bob, we have the screenshot of the Dumas Pet one where it shows the price. Or did you not? You didn't use that one?
I didn't get that one.
It's all right, never mind. So the Dumas Pet is scrap iron, and he comes with the portable rocket.
Oh man! I'm so excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different. I think it's like $10 more, but they're gonna, they don't half-ass with classified. If you're gonna get your money for it, no matter what.
Yeah, like, but and going back to Marvel Legends, like, look, if G.I. Joe is doing a $40 figure, you're getting like something like extra big with it, like that Tiger Force Duke. You get the motorcycle. I mean, you're getting something extra with it. I'm fine with that. That is fine.
Extra big, like a giant purple dildo.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. All right. Moving on.
Right up the cornhole.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. We did get some nice artwork. Once again, look, if we're gonna do plastic lists, this is what I want to see. I want to see artwork on the front of the boxes. We got Outback here, which I'll be getting this one, even though I have Old Man Outback over there. And then Falcon. I like the artwork. Any Mike? What do you think about the? What do you think? Mike, what do you think about the? I haven't like. What do you think about the plasticless packaging?
I'm okay with it. I open things like honestly, Hasbro could send me stuff in a paper bag and I'd be fine with it as long as it came to me okay. Like I'm just gonna rip it open and put it on my shelf. I get people that buy inbox that keep things inbox and they're disappointed or sad or mad. I get that, but I feel like other than that, most of the people complaining about it, it's all just inconveniences. Like, oh, you buy it and something else is in the box. Guess what? You can just return it. It's an inconvenience. But I like what it. There are some things I like better. For instance, things are packaged better in them, especially GI Joes. You get all their accessories in that really cool little locker box with their name on it. Like, that's rad.
Yeah.
Things don't get warped or bent in the packages because of the way they're packaged now. That's a lot better to me than in those plastic trays where things would arrive to me like warped and bent sometimes.
And also, I showed a picture in our chat last week. Tell us how you really feel, Chaz.
That's our guy. That's our guy right there.
Yeah.
Plastic free sucks.
Yeah.
But no, like there was like at Walmart they had like this Batman the Animated Series like 4-pack in plastic, and then like right next to it, and it's you can it's a plastic, but in the next one is like completely all the figures are like swapped out. I'm like, okay, obviously no one gives a shit about plastic.
Take that shit up to the counter and open it in front of them, and you're done.
Yeah. Yep. Easy peasy.
But
ain't nobody fighting with me. I'll open that shit in front of the manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gonna buy it anyway if it's right,
I agree with this though. I mean, you want like stuff like this, like right there, and now you can't.
I mean, even I've got my my credit collection figures back here still in the package because I like the way those look, So there's some even things that I collect that way, and I get that. I 100% get that. That's a change, and it's basically saying Hasbro's like, we don't really care about you. We're doing it this way, and I get how that's frustrating. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I don't care personally because it doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But I get that.
Yeah, that Lieutenant Falcon head sculpt.
It's one of those things I'm gonna wait to see it in person before I give it a judgment.
My custom, I put a Henry Cavill head on it. It looks pretty cool. Superman.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I agree with this right here. I've been buying sculpts from IBMMT. By the way, he's on the Foosh. He does a lot of cool Joe reviews and everything, but like his work is impeccable. I don't feel like getting it up right now, but I have the Fred Broca one he did for Crimson Garden. It's fucking amazing. And yeah, Don Johnson. God, that's a great idea, DJ. I hope I'll actually have to message him that. That's awesome. And I love the comment that Bees made about the artwork. Can you pull that up again, Bobby? On the Falcon, you have it there, I think. I love that. Yeah, the artwork on that is the best. The figure is the worst of the packaging.
Yeah,
is dope. Yeah. Anyway,
I love that, and I love that Outback. Like I love that top
with that, not Monet, like a Van Gogh painting kind of thing going on.
Like I dig it. I think it looks fantastic. So yeah, like that's why I don't hate the plastic packaging, as long as we get that artwork. If it's just like Marvel Legends,
it doesn't bother me. Right, it doesn't bother me at all.
I agree with this too. You know what I mean? Because people are switching. So.
Yeah. I mean that's 100. Yeah. True. All right. Now, going into the bread and butter, the whole reason that we're even here, kinda, other than this. Star Wars, the Black Series. All right, now we have got the second trailer now for Mando Season 3, which once again, KJ ain't here, but he gave us a lot to work with. Look, like Mando Season 3 looks like it's gonna be killer. And I love that KJ gave us things I need from Mando immediately. And now look, this also we're gonna get Ahsoka soon, so we're gonna get a ton of Mandalorians. Like it's gonna look, your shelf will basically be looking like
not me, Chaz.
Yeah, we're gonna have like 5 more Grogu's. That wasn't on the list. That's obvious.
First off, what do we need? These guys. I love the coloring. Like once again, like and yes, this is just repaints, but they're cool looking repaints.
That's cool. They're individuals. They make their own armor.
There's no. I have no problem with repaints. Like to me, this is what Star Wars is. Like you give me all the clone troopers and stormtroopers with different colors. Absolutely, Mandos with different colors. Give them to me. Need it. Yeah. I live for this stuff. This is the stuff that I love.
Yeah. Like, and Cage's right. We need these guys and these guys. Like, I can't wait for these.
That looks sick when he walks out from behind them.
Like, look at that. Like, I love the fact that the helmets are different. Like the helmet shapes are like the visor shapes are different. Like,
yeah, that's a good call right there. Good accuracy. Yep.
Like I mean, and of course we'll get a live action Sabine and Ahsoka. So
we are like it's just gonna happen, and I cannot wait for it.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So we need these.
Yes, sir, Chaz. Hell yeah, those are dope.
Same. As long as the N1 Starfighter. Like I think this will be in a vintage collection. I don't think we'll get a 6-inch.
We are not going to get a 6-inch. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Not unless it's a HasLab, because Hasbro. I've talked with the Hasbro team, and they've basically said they're not going to do any more vehicles because nobody buys them.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, I do. I won't say nobody because I can't speak for everybody. But what they said was sales were not at the level that they expected them to be on any of them. So like the Snowspeeder, all those, like people see them and then they wait for them to go on clearance. They buy them on clearance, so they get them. But Hasbro and all those guys have lost a lot of money on it. So the fans have essentially sent the message that they don't really want to buy them at the retail price. So they're not going to make them cheaper. They're just not going to make them.
But Mike, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
I feel like everything besides classified is waiting for clearance. I see at least in my communities, I don't see people paying even $24.99 for Marvel Legends and Star Wars right now. And Target is dumping the prices easily. They're not waiting around.
There's a lot of things going on with that. You're not wrong for the most part. But there are people, so like mainline waves, people still buy those up. Like there are people ordering them, and a lot of people aren't buying them from Target anymore. A lot of people, like me from the pandemic, I buy all my stuff online. I can't remember the last time I bought new figures physically in a store. So when I see them in a store, I'll go, oh, cool. I see them in the store, but I don't buy them because I already have them, or I have them pre-ordered on the way, or I'd rather get them online now. So I think that has as a big part of it. Other part is a lot of those Target exclusives. Like for instance, I feel like it started with the Rogue One figures, the Antok Merrick and the what's his face, the Galen Erso. Like those took so long to come out. The people that really cared bought them online because they didn't know when they were coming out. So when Target did put them out, they don't need to buy it because they've had it for a long time because they ordered them online again. But also Target does this weird thing where, especially with all the way the shipping was delayed and whatnot, Target has a set place for these when they were supposed to come in. They didn't come in. So then in the system, Target will flag these figures as old, and they'll pretty much immediately put them on clearance because they see old stock coming in because it's all automated. And they have to meet up with whatever planos they have on display. I used to work retail, so I know how a lot of this stuff works. So, if Hasbro is saying, okay, these are the cases, they're coming out in spring or whatever, Target will set their spring set to include those. Spring comes, they don't come out. They come out, in fall or whatever, even longer. By the time they do come out, Target's like, we've changed our plano. We've got everything going on. We're just going to put them out when we can. And then our system's going to flag them as clearance. And that's just kind of how it is. What's up to my boys at Out of the Basement hanging out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got him here. And even Vlad's a fan right here. Our guy Vlad. That's what's up,
Mike.
Good to see them. What up? Out of the basement. What's up, everybody? Actually, how are you guys? What up? What up? What up? Oh, we got Doom 58 in the house. Ronnie LaCure, the OG.
Good, buddy. All right. Let's go see what else we got. We've got.
Let's do it.
This guy.
Monkey lizard.
Yeah,
Let's do.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, cool.
All
right, here we go.
Look, as long as this guy isn't $30 like the jaw was, I'm good with it.
39.
$35. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Well, they had these Disney pack. What was it? Pack of 4, pack of 5, something like that. So we just gonna need to just repaint it a little bit, but come with like more than one, or come with something else, because they're not gonna want to retail just this alone. They're not gonna do the $9.99 Grogu again. You know what I mean? I think Grogu came with the basket, and then they raised it to $25. So I don't know what'll happen if they want to release that.
No. Well, this is one that KJ wants, so we'll see who he comes with. Supreme Chancellor.
I love each season. Each season, he's like evolved like a Pokemon, or he's gotten a little bit more bigger and resplendent as his robe goes on.
Yeah.
I'd actually be cool with getting this one.
Oh, I'm getting it. The Magistrate one that just came out, he's actually a really good figure. He, unlike the original one that came out, he actually looks like Carl Weathers. First of all,
nice.
So if you're looking for a Grief Karga to have on your shelf, like the one that just came out is the one to get.
Okay. And then we've got Pelimoto and the Pit Droid. Yeah, I
need a bunch of pit droids.
I like the Pit Droid, but I need Pelimoto. She's great. I cannot think of her name right now.
She's a comedian too, right?
Yeah, she had a show, Strangers with Candy.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's fantastic. I love her. And Mando, she's fantastic. In each season, they just make her a little bit better, a little funnier.
Sedaris.
There we go. Thank you, Sedaris. Yes.
Yeah.
Strangers with Candy was hilarious.
I was just thinking BoJack Horseman. She's Princess Caroline in that.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Carson Teva.
Oh, 100%. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I need a Mr. Kim action figure from Kim's Convenience. Like, I just need one.
Your little kid bashing there.
Yeah.
Trav?
He's an upgrade. He's an upgrade. He was a pilot. Now he's a general. So that's interesting. Because we don't have the pilot like Trapper Wolf. So now he's a hot shot. So I guess we'll get this one, and maybe that one only. I don't know if we'll get the the pilot. So
I love this. I love this comment. We do need a motel playset for Peli and a Jawa. Look, if they had released Peli with a Jawa, like, that would have been hilarious. Like, that would have been a great 2-pack.
I'd rather have the Pit Droid, though. It just makes more sense.
Well, it's not as funny, but it does make more sense.
She hooked up with the Jawa. That would be
she has a thing for Jawas.
She has a thing for the OTD. So come on now. Like that.
When the show first came out, I did not like Pelimoto at all. Like, I just did not like her character. I felt like she stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And she was too big for the show, I guess. Like, too animated, I guess. I don't know. But now she's grown on me. Yeah, like, I like her now. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a good mechanic, but she dates Jawas. What the?
Yeah. They gave her enough personality where I kind of care about her now.
Exactly. Like, I don't want anything to happen to her. All right.
No.
And then let me just before I make any rash decisions. Oh, I don't know how they're gonna do this, you guys, but I would want these flashback Jedis.
All from the Clone Wars, yeah. I mean, Order 66, right? So, but who's coming through the door? That's the cool thing.
Whoever the hell are they? Yeah.
But it's like sparks and stuff, like almost like someone's using a drill to come through or something. So it's more like an android is coming through than a lightsaber.
I've heard rumors.
Or double-sided lightsaber.
I've heard rumors it's Anakin.
Oh,
That's what I've heard too.
Like,
Well, I mean, I said 8 or something.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's Dave Filoni, so you know we're getting Order 66. You know we're gonna get some more flashbacks. And if it is Anakin, it's a Hayden Renaissance. So I'm good with that. But how do you do flashback Jedi? Like, are we gonna care about them enough to have them as figures?
I feel like there's enough.
at $33.99 a pop. Oh.
Honestly, is
Target and they got Boba Fett looking sick. They're Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, $33.99. Nope, pass. Fuck it.
I mean, that's
One, yeah.
he's a deluxe figure. Like, he comes with a ton of stuff.
Yeah. But Mike, what were you gonna say about these Jedis?
I feel like there's enough prequel lovers out there. Like, all the kids that grew up with the prequels are now in their 20s or whatever buying toys, 20s, 30s. I feel like the prequel love has never been greater, and one of the least represented movies or time frames in the Black Series line has been the prequels. Like, so I feel like any chance they can get to give Jedi, even if they're not named, like people will buy them, especially if they come with robes. I have no idea why Hasbro has made so many Jedi that don't come with robes.
Right.
I just don't get it. Yeah.
Well, real quick, just to jump onto your last video, Mike. You had some High Republic figures in your.
I did,
and those are great. Those are. I was going through. I'm like, ooh, that I would buy it
because they look cool. Like,
they look cool.
I feel like, there was one thing we did as kids that we don't do as an adults. Is as kids we were more prone to buying things just because they looked cool. You didn't have to know who a character was to think that they looked cool to want to buy them. But now, as adults, we're so chained to nostalgia. We only buy things that we have seen and associated, because we were raised, I guess, that way. Or now we want to go back to that.
Yeah.
Whereas, sometimes I don't have to know anything about a character. If I think that character looks cool, like this shelf right here this one right here is all Mythic Legions. I don't know anything. I don't even know half these guys' names.
Right.
I bought them purely because they look cool.
Yeah.
That's my whole reasoning towards buying them, So I feel like we kind of need to get back to that. And one of the reasons I put High Republic Jedi on there is because they look cool.
They do.
Like, they look rad.
I have Light of the Jedi. I need to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I need to get back on.
That's the only book I've read right at this point is Light of the Jedi. I just bought another one because I figure like it's been long enough and they're into like phase 2 or whatever. And at Star Wars Celebration, I went to the old, High Republic thing, and they have the Acolyte coming out, which is going to be based around the High Republic. So I'm like, I kind of want to get back into it and see what's going on. But I like the characters and the character design. I like the idea of seeing the Jedi in their prime because, when we see them in the prequels, that's not their prime. That's their fall. That's, they're kind of petering out and falling at that point. Whereas the High Republic is the actual, like, height of what they were.
Right.
Okay. Now I need to read the book. I have it right there on my record player, but
Yeah.
And then finally all of them. Like all of them. Just give us all the Mandalorians.
I would love it if they gave us a brand new Paz Vizsla. They've released the same one like 5 times in different versions, but he's slightly inaccurate. He doesn't have the cool shield. He doesn't have his knife. Like, I would pay for him again if they redid him with some cool stuff.
The only reason I would pass on him is because I've got 3.
Yeah.
I've got the original.
Yeah.
I've got the one in the cool, like, chromed out box, and I've got
I hate myself for saying that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's stupid, but every time I look at mine, I just think of what he could be instead of what he is.
Oh, I love mine. I do, but I'm like, do I need another
If
one?
he's accurate, I kind of want him.
None of them came with a Hasbro head, huh?
No, the newest one did.
Okay.
The Star Wars Celebration exclusive one came with the Favreau head.
All right.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they famously don't remove their helmets. That's like their whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I won't lie, Mike. Since we've got you here,
Go ahead.
So I won't lie. I was kind of disappointed that George Lucas came in that classic vintage packaging instead of the other, like, because Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau came in like the deluxe packaging, and then Lucas, who, for all intents and purposes, started all of this, doesn't get that. Like, would you have rather have seen him?
I opened them up and put them on my shelf, so I don't care. But I can see why that's annoying to people that collect them in box. You're not wrong. It would be a lot more homogenous if they did that. If they did it that way, you're right. You're absolutely right. That would have been better. It's probably one of those things in hindsight. They're like, oh, we should have, and they just didn't think about it at the time. Well, and also that George Lucas was supposed to come out in 2021. That Lucas came out a year late because of shipping issues and whatnot.
Yeah.
But here's my take on it though, because it's in the retro carding, you're gonna get more people to buy two.
100%. Oh, I know a lot of people that bought a couple.
Yeah. I do myself. I got one hung up on the wall, and I got one in my bar cantina set with Trap Wolf and a John Favreau, Paz Vizsla. So yeah, I don't know. I think that was a good strategy too.
Well, the other difference is he was a mass, like he was fan channel, but he was a mass release, whereas the other two were not. They were convention exclusives.
Right. Different approach. Maybe we'll get another George Lucas in a
Could be.
special package.
I'd love an actual George Lucas figure, give me a John Williams figure, and I'll be good.
It's gotta be like I want 1980 Lucas with like the plaid shirt.
With the plaid shirt. Yeah.
Yes. I just want a John Williams like in front of like an orchestra. Give me like the cardboard orchestra.
But all Cantina band Biff members that'd
be great. All right, now going on to some more what we hope to see or figures, more droids.
Bring them on.
Bring them on, man.
I won't lie. I'm not the only droids I really need are R2. I already have R2. I've already got K2SO, and I need Chopper. But let's break these down.
Chopper's pretty easy to get. Isn't Chopper easy to get? No, not at this point, because they re-released all the Rebels.
He's been released twice, but I don't know how hard he is to get right now.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten Chopper. I mean, that's on me. That's on me.
I have a feeling we'll see him released again because he's gonna be in Ahsoka. Like he's just gonna be. He might even be in season 3 of Mandalorian.
Yeah, I wish I knew. I mean, granted, I don't want to be spoiled, but I know in Ahsoka we're getting Sabine and
Hera
and
Ezra.
Thank you, and then we'll have a Chopper. So I know we're getting all those.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty. You might as well read for the show at this point.
Yeah. All right, so we got this droid. Looking cool.
That was my choice.
I love this scene. I love droids. So I'm like, look at all. I see battle droids. We're getting a brand new, retooled, properly scaled R2D2 this year. That's coming out in the 40th anniversary line. Because the one they made in the very beginning of the line back in 2013, and that they've remolded into every other astromech droid is too small. It's like a 1/14th scale droid instead of a 1/12 scale droid. So they made it too small, and subsequently every droid made after that has been too small. So now they're gonna fix it this year. So whatever droids they want to give me in that with that new R2 body, I'm down. But also, I don't know, that white guy right in the middle there, the bartender droid back there. Like I'm in.
Yeah, is this a cantina for droids?
It looks like a droid cantina. Yeah,
They're fucking getting lit in here.
they're getting wasted. They're getting oiled. They're getting lubricated. They're getting lubed up.
Hey, Mike, a good time for you to plug the podcast, right?
What, Black Series Cantina? Yeah.
Power steering fluid on.
Yeah, so I do host a Black Series specific podcast. You can find us literally on any podcasting platform. We just released a new episode where we talk about all of this as well. So if you want to go listen to our latest episode and all the episodes before then, I think we're just 37. Episode 37 was our latest one. Anyways, I do it with the guy that does the Star Wars Black Series Instagram, Zach. Not Star Wars The Black Series, but the Star Wars Black Series. They're similar but different.
I think I follow that one too. So
yeah, that bartender could be a DJ.
Honestly, just spinning those droid tunes.
While they get lubed up.
That's right.
Also, it's giving kind of Metropolis vibes. I dig it. All right.
Bigger, faster.
Yeah.
What the hell is
I don't know what this is, and I love it.
He gets kicked the hell out of there. Don't he?
Yeah, it's weird.
It looks awesome.
He gets blasted out of there in the trailer.
You know what's interesting that I've noticed about like Mando universe and stuff? They they don't give things. They don't give a lot of things or people names.
I know.
So like the client is still the client.
Yep.
The Mithril is still just the Mithril. That's not his name. That's his species.
Yeah.
But I was recently rewatching Book of Boba Fett to kind of get ready for season 3 of Mando because let's be honest, that's the newest season of Mando to watch before you start watching Mando. And in the first episode, there's like that sand monster with the Goro arms and stuff, and I was like, I wonder what this character is. I've never seen him before, and I looked him up. He's literally just called Tatooine Sand Beast. Like that's his name. And it reminded me back in the day in like the 70s where Kenner was naming all these, where you have like Walrus Man and Snaggletooth and Hammerhead, where like they don't really have names. Like they eventually got real people names. Exactly. But they're just kind of naming them after, you know, what their description is, I guess. So it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Yeah.
Let's see what's next. Oh, the awkward date. Yes.
The awkward date.
With a doctor or the haircut. The torturer.
Like what? I don't know. What is this? I don't know. But it looks like they want to kiss, but they don't.
They don't want to talk about it. Yeah.
Like it looks like maybe he came up short. I don't know. He looks like very awkward.
Listen, this happens to a lot of doctors. Okay.
Appropriately, look at his eyes.
Yeah, the reflection on the glass makes it look like he's got like white eyebrows that are like up and sad.
Like,
yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe you touched me there.
Does he like me? I don't know. But look, if this is like this has to be a 2-pack with like the car. I know we won't get it because you know they want to do vehicles, but this has to be like a car. This has to come all together. Or Tony can just make a car, you know, make a
people will 3D print a car, 100%. Yeah.
I just when I got this picture from Travis, I was like, "This is amazing! How did I miss this in the trailer?"
That's his Uber driver. He's like, "Where the hell am I going?"
This isn't the right way home.
Manduber.
Has that ever happened to you where you're in an Uber and you're like, where are we going? Yeah. Oh no, I know a shortcut. Let me follow
the hell you do.
Yeah, the hell you do.
Yeah.
Take me somewhere and murder my shit.
This is how I die. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
game on. Let's go. Game on.
And then finally, oh no. This one, Mike.
R5 is that R5D4?
That's R5.
Yeah.
That's my boy. He found his motivator and he is touring the galaxy and I am here for it.
Need to find
I had
mine.
to get a quick Star Wars read lesson because I didn't know who that was.
What?
I didn't know.
You didn't know who this trash can was, and I did.
I know. That's why when you like that art, I'm like, wow, Tony about to show me up. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Deep cut.
they're doing something with the N1 fighter. They took out Grogu's little bubble. They popped him up in that little spot. He's gonna be there for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm just proud of him. You know, he's getting out there. He's doing things. There's that legend story that R5 was originally like he was part of the Rebel Alliance, and he knew that R2 had the plans and had to get somewhere, so he blew himself up.
Yeah.
So like I just feel like I like that storyline, and R5's like, now's my time. Now it's me.
That's actually bad fucking ass right there.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the only reason I can like the prequels as much as I do now is that the whole fan fiction of that Jar Jar is really a Sith.
Is a Sith? Yeah.
I do love that.
It's fun. It's a fun thought experiment.
Fun thought.
Fucking Jar Jar.
I absolutely love this comment right here
It's
because
true.
It's true.
Those
Listen.
Andor figures are everywhere on the shelves at
I
Target.
didn't even
They
watch
don't
Andor.
matter.
Was it good? Jesus.
It was really good. No, it's fantastic.
All right.
It's amazing. It's just not
Yeah.
a good.
It's not a good toy. 100%.
Yeah.
It's not a good toyetic show. It's not a good toy commercial, but as a show, it's really like it has no business being in Star Wars. It's that good.
Wow.
Well, and I mean, that's a great way of putting it. It was not and it's like Rogue One. Like Rogue One didn't give us like toyetic toys, but that's probably one of the best.
Rogue
movies.
One was the shit. Yeah.
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 No, if you liked Rogue One, you will 100% like Andor.
Yeah.
The way you got to view it is like every 3 episodes is like one story. So like, because you get to the first episode and it just kind of ends, and the second episode you're like, it just kind of ends. You're like, what the heck? Like, what's even happening? And I feel like a lot of people get turned off because it's a little bit of a slow burn. It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But by the time you get to episode 3, that wraps up all the stuff from the first 2 episodes, you're like, oh, okay. And then they do the same thing again. The episode, 4 and 5, they're setting up for episode 6, which is amazing.
Yep.
And then, so it just kind of builds off from there.
It's crazy because I thought Obi-Wan was kind of a slow burn, but it's Obi-Wan. I was still.
Yeah, well, Obi-Wan's problem, it should have been either more episodes so they could have fleshed things out, or it should have been just a movie and just condensed it into like 6 and 7 episodes is like a weird amount of episodes because it's not enough time for you to be with people and get to know them and care about them.
Definitely.
But it's too many episodes to feel like you're just kind of watching one fun adventure. It's just, I don't dig that. I want them to either do more or do fewer. So Andor is like 12 episodes or like something like that, and it's perfect.
Yeah. Actually, I wish I had recognized that early on, Mike, with Andor, because I kind of like stopped. I dropped off like episode 4. I'm like, I'll come back to it later. And then like I'd let it build up.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was like reading a great trade. Like
Yes. That's exactly what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of books where like the single issues are really boring, but when you read them together, like, oh, this is an amazing story. Holy shit.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right, and then
Plus, you got some just fantastic. Sorry, you have some fantastic monologues. There are like 3 or 4 just heart-stopping, like goosebump-inducing character monologues in that show, where you're just like, yeah, hell yeah.
Especially that second to last episode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah.
Tony, hop on it, man. Hop on it.
Well, slow burns are fine. But Obi-Wan, yeah. I just didn't like. He spotted, Anakin coming around the corner, all Vadered up, and he just runs around the corner. Where you going, dude?
I mean, I'm okay with that. He's dealing with a lot. There's a lot of PTSD there. Like last time, he knew who that was.
Yeah,
like
he did.
He thought he killed that guy. He's just learning that no, he made it worse. Like Obi-Wan's dealing with a lot of stuff. Okay.
Okay.
He's dealing with that's a great one. He's dealing with a lot of shit.
He's dealing with a lot, and plus he spent the last 10 years or whatever not being a Jedi. Like
And then he came back hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
He came back.
No, the finale to Obi-Wan is worth the whole thing. Like,
Sure.
in my opinion, like it's not great. It's not at the top of any of my lists, but it's a good story to experience, and the finale makes it worth it. Like that Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight was, mwah.
Yeah. That was dope.
And especially that little, was it monologue that Hayden Christensen had? Where
Mhm.
it's like, you didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
Kill him, right?
whoa.
That freaked me out. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome. Yeah.
And I won't lie, like when he said, like, you didn't kill Anakin, I killed him. Like the lights. I'm like, where has this been all series?
Right, like it's my
Yeah.
fault, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I did it. All right, and then
But I'm
finally,
still pissed at you, and I still want to kill you.
yeah. And then finally, Mike, we talked about this before the beginning of the show. The Fricks.
Hey!
You couldn't
I
miss
love
this one. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah.
I love
It looks like a rear view mirror, but it's not. It's a window.
It's a window.
But
Yeah,
from that view, if you look, it's like a rear view mirror almost.
it does look like a rear view. It does. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool shot.
I will 100% get these. As long as they're not, insane. But I think for these, you have to do, and guys, disagree with me if you think. I think they need to do like the $10 like Grogu like packaging, where it's like the
I
original.
told you you're not gonna do that.
Better
anymore,
pack them in with other stuff. Pack them in with other stuff. That's all I have to do. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna sell that retail regular. Yeah.
Like all the holiday figures come with a little buddy. I had a stormtrooper that came with a little repainted Babu Frick. Like just give us some of them and with other figures. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, did I get Babu Frick? No, I didn't get that one. I got two of the holiday troopers. I got a holiday trooper and I got the holiday Mando.
Why?
I mean, we're circling around our themes here, right? So it's like if they want to charge more from $24.99 to $27.99, start throwing in these little characters, the Kawaki lizard monkey, the Babu Frick. Like start throwing in some more goodies, and then people will buy them and not complain. I think maybe.
And don't charge $40 for them.
There are always people that will complain.
If you're instead of charging $27.99 for another Leia figure with a staff, charge us $27.99 for a figure with a couple accessories and a nice little alien companion or something like that. Then it's like, all right, cool.
Well, here's my question. So the starting lineup figures are $50 a pop, but they come with a stand, like 20 hands. It seems like. The NFT, don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on it. But here, my question to people, to fans, on whether you're Marvel Legends, whether you're G.I. Joe, whether you're Black Series, would you pay $10 more than what you're currently paying to come with that level of accessory, some kind of stand, a bunch of different hands, like things like that?
So like the way Toy Biz used to do it.
Yeah. David Speck, I know that there's a lot of NBA likeness rights. They can't do the tattoos because they have to pay the artist rights, and I'm not saying that it's overpriced. I'm just saying I appreciate the level of accessories that they're putting with these figures. They're coming with alternate hands and things like that.
Better for that price, yeah.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people, back when they had their last price hike, a lot of people were expecting them to come with more, as if that's why they raised the prices. They raised the prices to go up with inflation. They're not raising prices to give us more. They're raising prices so they still make as much money as they were making. That's why the prices went up. But as we're just saying, are you willing to pay more if they did do it to have more come with the figures?
Okay, so Marvel Legends. I'm a Marvel Legends guy.
Yeah, I am.
That if that Spider-Man came with a wall mount like the old Toy Biz used to,
right? Yeah,
100% for $35.
A Peter head sculpt.
Yep.
Yeah, Peter head sculpt. I could use the Spider-Web accessories that Mike doesn't like on that wall.
Try.
But for $35 for just that figure, like
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy Mezco because you get a lot of stuff, but it's also $100.
I don't like. I'm just gonna say this, and this might ruffle some feathers. I think Mezco toys look awful. I think the soft goods clothes, like costumes. I think every Spider-Man they've ever made looks like old '70s Mego Spider-Man, where it looks terrible.
No
It
way!
looks so bad.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm with
Look-
you, Mike, on that.
Look at that moose knuckle in his pants. Like I mean, if you like it, that's fine.
why
You like what you like. You buy what you buy. I'm never going to say anything against that. For me personally, I just do not. I'm
Why
bold.
you teabagging your fucking camera? Goddamn it.
Someone for Christmas a couple of years ago gave me a Mezco Batman, and I picked him up out of the package by his bulge. I'm just like, why is this a thing?
We're paying $100.
That's it. We gotta have Mike.
Yeah.
on the Warriors. I'm fucking cracking up.
I just, I appreciate what they're doing with Mezco. Like, I appreciate it. I just personally don't think at that scale, I don't think that much soft goods really works. I don't think the fabric is heavy enough to make it look good.
No, I just do.
Hey, it's a good thing Fabio's not on this episode because
I know. That's running in my head. I'm like, what'd you say?
the
A
king
wall of
of
Mezcos.
Star Wars against each other. Oh my god.
But look, I'll use G.I. Joe for this. Like, look, Rakonda was 25.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at this. Like, this is a great figure.
He looks great, and I'm waiting for a non-Tiger Force Rakondo. Like, it's killing me.
Me too. I made one, but that's not that's not Tiger Force for me. That's
No,
fodder.
although I'm only getting Tiger Force Outback. I prefer the old man Outback look to the younger one.
Yeah.
But
man.
I love that old man sculpt.
I got
that.
I got them both. I got the Recondo and Outback, and I parted.
Oh, look
them
at
out.
that.
It made the other figures better.
But I mean, look at the Let's see if I can get a good.
No, it's dope. It's dope. I just don't dig.
It's
Tiger
dope.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like the paint, like the paint.
The paint. Yeah.
Everything you get for 25, like
You get a lot of accessories. Yeah.
You,
know,
you get
Bazooka-
that, and then you get a gridiron loadout, and then you're in the Mezco world.
Yeah.
Kind of, with
that's why I'm like all props to Gridiron, and like I know you're again, but like that's why I'm good with just like Bazooka came with a good amount of accessories. I've got Old Man Outback out there. Like, I mean, those are great. Like, I'm good with that.
What is this, Bobby? What is this? I hear Tonka is making. What is with the comments?
I mean, Hasbro owns Tonka, so they could.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right, breaking news. You heard it first.
Where did that come from, dude?
It just started a bunch of crazy rumors.
Right, and that's why. But speaking of, that's why I do like sometimes Super 7. Like, you get
Sure.
a lot of good stuff.
For $55, you're absolutely right. You get a lot of stuff for that price. Now, part of that price is because like they produce those in much lower quantity than Hasbro does, and they kind of do them made for order, where they put them up for that pre-order period, and everyone pre-orders the amounts they want, and then they stop producing them unless they produce them more later. But that's kind of how they do that. And to be honest, I kind of like that. Like Mythic Legions does it that way. Super 7 does it that way. It sucks because you have a lot of time in between when those pre-orders go up to when you get it, like a year in between when you buy something and when you get it. But then you don't have those issues of figures going on clearance and whatnot. Or I mean, Super 7 kind of does still, but for the most part, you don't have those issues. And I feel like it keeps the value of the toys a little bit more. And I wouldn't mind it if Hasbro started doing more stuff like that.
Yeah. I can't argue that, because I mean, my Surfer Mikey was originally 50, got him for 30. Optimus Prime is coming in, he was 50, get him for 30. I got him for 30.
Yep.
I mean, and for $30, which is $5 cheaper than that Spider-Man.
Yep.
Like, this comes with so much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. They all Super 7s for $25, $30, and they're like at that price, they blow Hasbro out of the water.
But that's not the retail price. That's a clearance price.
That's
So you really can't compare it to that, because basically people are saying I'm not paying the price that Super 7 wants me to. And
Hell,
That's hurting. That's hurting Super 7 and the stores that have ordered that. Let's be honest.
I got my.
This is worth.
Yeah, I've gotten quite a few Super 7s.
Oh, that's dope right there. That's bad.
I have the turtles. I just have the four turtles, and that's the only Super 7s I own.
I've got the four turtles, Shredder, Splinter, Surfer Mike, and Voltron, and Panthro. I got Panthro. Actually, I got Panthro with you, Trav, at PowerCon.
You did. Yeah,
Nice.
that was good. In person from Super 7. That's pretty. You didn't have to pay taxes, and you didn't have to pay the shipping and everything.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, because Super 7 shipping kind of sucks.
It's
So does
brutal.
NECA's. Yeah, so does NECA's. So does Mythic Legions, actually, too.
Code Direct is terrible. It's like $18
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
For $100 figure that it's ridiculous.
I almost pulled the trigger today on that NECA American Werewolf in London. There's like a few of them at Target. I'm like,
good.
That's cool as shit.
It looks so good.
I know.
But I guess kind of what we were talking about earlier. So I just got the newest Black Series wave, and I got the Mon Mothma, and out of the package, she doesn't come with shit. She doesn't come with anything. But I went on Etsy, and I found these people making 1/12 scale doll stuff, and so I bought her a wine glass to go in it. I'm like Hasbro,
that's dope.
fucking give her something, like spending $25 on this, which I didn't. I've got a hookup from a retailer that gives me these for a better price, but
She's drinking a Grey Goose in that.
yeah, I was actually thinking about putting a little glue in it to give something in there. Yeah,
That'd be dope, man.
but she needs something like this. Like Hasbro, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't she come with nothing?
Because many Poppins died.
But she doesn't even have. She has brand new legs underneath here. Look at this. These are brand new tooled legs. Like everything's brand new, but you can't do anything with it because of all this hard rubber. Like she's basically a traffic cone. Yeah. but she looks great. These are the problems with being a completionist on the line is you have to buy stuff
underneath all them robes.
You know what? You know who's a 10 underneath her robes? Is Admiral Holdo. Vice Admiral Holdo. That granny is slamming. You pull up those robes and she has got a body.
She probably got curves from hell.
Oh, yeah. And they actually reused her body for Ayla Sakura and Ara Singh. So.
Yeah.
That's my one issue with what Hasbro does with a lot of figures is they give you like a figure.
Yeah.
And so
it's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, especially when the line started. You go back to 2013, and those figures were packed. Mm-hmm. Darth Maul came with an alternate head with a long robe, and he came with little binoculars. He came with his lightsaber. Han Solo came with like an extra hand, 2 extra guns, an extra belt. Like you've got R2 came with like everything from every show that movie he possibly could have wanted, like an ultimate R2. And then this one came with nothing, and I had to go on and spend $7 to get a 4-pack of glasses.
Glasses. Michael's
build a figure waves. They'll give us that one figure
that Grey Goose, baby.
It's weird.
Put those on.
Give her a mimosa. Make a mimosa.
Oh yeah, put a little orange juice in there.
Fuck yeah.
Glue and then put a little orange paint in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got plans. I just got them, so I got things I'm gonna do with them.
Give a different color glass. All right, Trav. Before we wrap up, anything you or Tony want to divulge or jump into real quick?
Nah, nothing. I would say hopefully Friday will work out and we'll return again. I am not canceled after one episode like the Magic Hour from Magic Johnson. So yeah, we had a great debut of a Toy Kind of Mood at night, and then the laptop shenanigans happened. So hopefully we'll return Friday, and tomorrow I'll present what I'm going to talk about. But yeah, that's it. So hopefully stay tuned for Toy Kind of Mood at night, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. on Friday. That's all I got.
Iron that shirt, get that coat pressed. I want to
That's
see
right.
a new tie.
People like the suit. So they like the hair, the suit.
You like the hair.
Yeah.
He hits
The
my
hair,
head.
man. Not
Tony,
head hair.
anything you want to drop real quick?
No, just the Mandalorian coming back. I can't wait. And shit, you know what? The biggest thing for me, I miss the Razor Crest. I know he's got the fastest little Naboo starfighter and everything, but I guess with the evolution of that character, he's not worried about bounties anymore. He's worried about, damn, I took my helmet off. Fuck. All this shit. I want to be back in the club. You know what I mean? When you got Bo-Katan and all them are like, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, he's calling back to that cult he was in. It's kind of a weird backward step.
Yeah, he's going back to that cult. He wants to be called a Mando again. I'm like, don't worry, dude. You got the freaking sword.
You got it, dude. Yeah.
Everybody, I got the sword. I'm the shit.
You're a Mando in here. That's where it counts.
Yeah. You're one of the baddest. I mean, ask Boba. That's your boy now, dude.
That's right.
The hell was what the armorer says.
Like they need to sit him down.
Badass, though.
They need to sit him down in front of someone like, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, Mando's like you.
Yeah, you're the shit.
Hey, Tony, I am glad I sold that fucking thing. The HasLab Razor Crest.
Oh, you did,
Because it's not a thing, and I got like almost 3 times the cost for it, man.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. You made
That's how you do it.
I don't have room for that. It's beautiful. I saw it at Star Wars Celebration, and I think it was at Comic Con. Dude, man, it's gorgeous, but I have no room, especially with the tank coming and the Sky Striker coming. That was like one of the greatest.
Well, I loved it because he could put his bounties and carbonite in it, a little bathroom in it, weapons room in it, all that shit. Naboo,
it was a better ship for a bounty hunter, for sure.
Sitting like this, and instead of the motherfucking Grogu hiding in the backseat, he's in his lap. I'm like,
in that scene, they're in a Mandalorian fighter. They're not in a. He's not in his Naboo.
Oh,
go look at that again. Yeah, he's not in his.
Oh, that's why the fucker's in his lap.
Yeah.
That's what,
that or because R5's back there.
Oh yeah.
He needs a car seat for Grogu. Like, no, you sit.
Yeah.
In your car seat.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I don't know. It's like I can't wait for that.
You know what?
Shit.
I do have a question for Mike, actually. So, Mike, how do you feel that the Hasbro team let's cut to the honesty here. How do you feel Hasbro's handling Star Wars, and now the team it seems like they're really more excited for Indiana Jones. Like if you watch the fan streams, which I know you do, you told everyone to watch them on your show. They seem far more exuberant and energetic, and their display setup in the fan stream for Indiana Jones was like far better than the Star Wars stuff. So I want your take on kind of where Black Series is going from here now with that team.
Yeah, I think when you have a job like that, there's always different levels of fandom. How much of it is you're doing something because you love, and how much of it you're doing something because it's your job, And I think at some level they all like Star Wars on its own, but I think it's clear that some of them are bigger fans than others, and that's normal. That's natural. I really think that they're trying. I think that after they lost a lot of their steam in the last year after the Rancor failed. Yeah, and honestly, I'm really sad about. I backed 3 Rancors, and I did. I was super excited for this thing, man. I was all in from day one, and it hurts me even more now because since my Rancors didn't pass, I bought like 3 Sky Strikers, and those are coming out soon. I pity bought them because I'm like, well, I've got all this money, I might as well, and I'm gonna sell them all, because I don't really care about 3 3/4 inch Joes as much as I care about 6-inch stuff.
There you go.
Well, I don't think they care right now. I don't think they care right now. We have no news on O-ring stuff.
Oh, it's true. I felt like they were going hard on O-ring, but anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. It's fresh because with the Sky Striker coming out, all I can think of, the Rancor have been coming out too. That's all I can think about. But I really feel like they're trying. I feel like they're trying as best they can. I feel like they're having to go back and take a step back and see kind of what the fans want versus what Lucasfilm is telling them they have to do. Because a lot of that is coming from Lucasfilm. Like these Andor figures. These Andor figures are coming from Lucasfilm, you know. I feel like with Indiana Jones, it's a new property with, there's overlap there, but there's also new fans of new people that are coming in saying like, oh, this is a new thing I can collect. So they're kind of starting with a fresh slate, so to speak, with Indiana Jones. I do think it's weird that in like the first and a half wave of figures, we're getting some reuse from Black Series. With the Nazi guys, General Veers, the character in they're using his legs from the character in the Black Series to his Indiana Jones character, and that's a little weird, but I think they're doing as good a job as they really can be with the I know they have unique hurdles that they have to like the Marvel team clearly has a different relationship with Marvel Legends. Like they've got figures coming out for movies that aren't even out yet. Whereas Lucasfilm while it's all owned by Disney and Hasbro's one company, every team is run differently and Lucasfilm is run differently from Marvel. Kevin Feige versus Kathleen Kennedy, all that stuff. So you can't, it's not a 1-for-1 crossover. Like things are treated differently. They've got different rules. They've got all this different stuff. I really do think like no one sets off to make something poorly. No one sets off to think, I don't really care about this. I'm going to make it with the least amount of errors possible. I think sometimes that happens based on time frames and budgets and stuff like that, but no one sets off to make something bad. Yeah, exactly. But exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And like, well, in one of the last Q&As, someone asked, how come the Black Series Andor, Aldani Mission Andor was all new and the vintage collection 3 3/4 inch one had reused legs from something else, and the answer was budget. Like we had to cut the budget somewhere, and that's what made it. It was money. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It's all budget. So it's things like that where it's either you get the figure with not quite accurate stuff, or you don't get the figure at all. Like those are the choices there. Yeah. So I feel like they're going to err on the side of giving us stuff than not giving us stuff because they want to make money. And when it comes down to it, Hasbro's a company. This is capitalism, and they want to get all the money they can. Yeah. And if you buy it, and this is one of my biggest pet peeves. I know I'm talking a lot, and I'm sorry, guys. When people, I've seen people say other people are getting taken advantage of or getting scammed because they like something, because they want to buy something. I saw it with the recent Boba Fett on Target shelves. People are like, I can't believe anyone would buy this. Those people are getting scammed. Like, listen, you cannot think that it's worth the money. You don't have to buy it. But this is how Hasbro is pricing it. This is what it comes with. You either are going to look at that and say like, yes, I'm okay with that amount, or I'm not. And that's all it's got to be. That's all there is to it. You either buy it because you like it and you're willing to pay the money, or you don't. It's a binary option.
Wait for clearance.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
I think the Star Wars licensing fee is 100% part of the issue. Licensing fee and the stricter rules that Lucasfilm has on character displays. I know they're very particular about how characters are displayed in package. For instance, in the very first phase, Chewbacca back in 2014 was supposed to come out in that phase, but they had his legs bent in package to fit him inside the package, and Lucasfilm was like, nope, and they delayed him to phase 2 that had a taller package and they could put them in up and down. There's also rules that like they don't want hands and stuff showing because they don't like disembodied. Well, it's weird that Star Wars doesn't like disembodied hands and arms and stuff. But exactly. But there's things like that where it seems like Lucasfilm doesn't like visually some of that stuff.
Stop it.
Yeah. So I don't know. They're doing their best. I feel like sometimes it comes off really well and sometimes it doesn't. I don't think they're awful people. Like people will give Patrick a lot of shit and whatnot. And sure, he comes off kind of car salesy. a little bit, yeah. And I get that, but like, you know, I genuinely think that they're trying. I just think that other teams are doing a better job at trying and visually interacting, or not visually interacting, but just interacting with the fan base.
Like Lenny and Emily and Corey and Tony
Lenny and Emily, like Lenny and Emily are fantastic. I watch their stream. I don't even care that much about like a lot of G.I. Joe stuff. Like I like Classified, but like I'll watch anything that Lenny and Emily do. Honestly,
yeah.
Like if they move to like Power Rangers or something, I'll watch that because I like Lenny and Emily.
Well, and I think you kind of hit on something there, Mike, is the fact that like the Star Wars guy like Patrick and them, they're not bad, but they're also very robotic. There's like read them, you can see them reading the teleprompter.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think what they have to do is they have to hire somebody that's good at this. Like get someone like get someone like you. Get someone like Pixel Dan. Get someone like Dan Larson. Get someone who's good at that, has that energetic, natural personality.
Why don't they hire you?
Hasbro, contact me, baby.
I'm available.
I think right.
People call me a shill enough. I get called a shill enough anyway. Like first of all, anyone wouldn't shill for Hasbro. Like anyone realistically wouldn't shill for Hasbro.
Money, baby, money.
Right? Yeah, 100%. And then also like Marvel Legends, like Dan, Ryan, Dwight.
Yeah, those guys are fantastic. Love them.
And they even said like pre-pandemic, like they'd never met. They was just like all online. They just have natural chemistry, and it's just.
Well, and it's even people like Dwight. Dwight doesn't have the encyclopedic Marvel knowledge that like Ryan and
you can tell that.
Like he doesn't. He's not into it as much, but he still loves what he does. You can tell he loves sculpting. Like he loves making the stuff. So there's still that natural kind of love that comes out of it. Whereas Patrick's a little bit more corporate, if you will. But like you also have on the Star Wars team, you've got Jing, you've got Emily on the vintage collection side, and she is a gem. You've got Chris, he's fine, I guess. Like there's other people, but there's no one that has that like central, energetic, draw you in. You want someone with that Steve Jobs effect. Like there's people that don't care about Apple stuff, but as soon as Steve Jobs said, here's a phone that's also an internet, people flipped their shit. Like there were other phones that were also an internet, but it was because Steve Jobs said that they had one that people like went nuts. So you want someone with that kind of charisma, if you will.
And you actually nailed it. If Lenny and Emily like jumped from G.I. Joe to Power Rangers, I'd be like, am I buying Power Rangers?
Am I buying Power Rangers? Yeah. Or if they jump to the Star Wars team somehow. Like just look at their HasLab. Like whoever's doing their HasLab stuff, where they've got animation, they've got voiceovers, they've got a Cobra Commander. Like that stuff is great. But with Star Wars, with the Rancor, with Reva's lightsaber, which I'm of the opinion lightsabers are not really Black Series. I know they have that Black Series name, but just because like I collect Black Series, I don't buy lightsabers. Like I was never gonna back that. Nothing they could have done would have made me back that. But anyways, like it was a weird option. It was such a weird option.
Well, and then actually, Mike, you bring up a great point. The Reva lightsaber should have just gone with like the other lightsabers.
Yes. Well. Yeah, like they've done two lightsabers before. Like they did it didn't pop apart is the problem, I think. Like with Darth Maul's, that one popped apart and you could sell them separately. Whereas this for $500, that basically is the price of two lightsabers. Like you aren't really paying more. You were just forced to buy two is the problem with that.
Look at that.
Thank you, Chaz. Thank you. We like to be honest. We like what we like and we don't like what we don't like. But I do like to temper if I don't like something. I try to temper it with a little positivity and trying to turn it around. Like, is there someone that this is for? Like, just because I don't like it, I don't want to confuse myself with everyone. Like the people that go, nobody wants this, nobody wants that. Like you can't say that because you aren't everyone.
Yeah.
You're just you, and you don't want it. That's fine. Other people might share your opinion, but you're not the summation of the whole.
No. Yeah, I think a true someone who reviews toys and every review is positive because you know it was given to them and they're really expecting. A lot of those reviews are like international or like the higher toys like that are $90+ and it's like when you review something and you almost don't grade it. Like there's a lot of like sometimes I'll look up movie reviews for whatever reason and then the Guardian did not give this a score. But then they gave it a review. But like IGN will slap an 8 and 9 on it, and whether it's realistic or not. Like I appreciate a score because even if you don't have time to read, you'll know where they're coming from. Where someone is like, "Here's my opinion," but you didn't give it a score because you're trying to get free, like red carpet passes. You know, like I don't know. I almost like feel like that's why we use like whiskeys or whatever. I don't know. Not everyone should have to use it.
Absolutely.
I feel it's
and we
important
still haven't gotten free stuff.
I don't get free stuff either, man. I want free stuff so bad. I'm like, even like who do you have to know to get one of those boxes from Hasbro? Like, like come on.
I did an unboxing of it with nothing in it. I found the box at a comic book store.
Really? That's hilarious.
I all I did was post it in the G.I. Joe groups, and it was like the most volume I ever got. We should have did it here. It was a big mistake. But it was funny, and I think I bought the Viper, the Python Patrol Viper, for like $8. I was like, yeah, I'll pay like an extra $5 to by a scalp, you know, whatever.
Sure.
But the rest of the box, because the thing is, what Hasbro does is they look at your numbers, and you have tremendous numbers. They look at numbers, and they don't care if you cover G.I. Joe, Star Wars, fucking Barbie. They're gonna send you shit. So they sent this box to people who don't like G.I. Joe, and they sold it to the comic book store and made money on it. While guys like us, we're new and we only have like so many subscribers. We didn't get any boxes, even though we fucking talk about G.I. Joe 24/7. So they're just looking at like
numbers.
And honestly, there's like people like me. I'm not new. Number one, I'm not new. I've been doing this since like I'm in 2019, 2018. Like I've been getting decent numbers. I've got 17,000 subscribers. I've got videos that have 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. Like, so that's not nothing. I've got like 3,000, almost 3,000 Instagram followers. Like, and I don't want to toot my own horn here, but like, what's the magic number to get their attention is what I want to know. Like, you know, like there are groups with people with numbers smaller than mine, and no hate to anyone else. I'm not saying they don't deserve it or anything, but there are people with a smaller online presence than I do that are getting this attention, and I'm just like, who do you know? Like, how did you do that? Like, I don't know what to do, but at the same time, I'm also not doing it for that stuff. So I don't want to get too upset about it, you know, because I'm just doing what I'm doing. I do it with nothing. Like I do this because I like to do it. You know, but it's still kind of weird. It's still kind of weird. Yeah.
It's who you know, not numbers. I'm like, maybe
100%.
They know the right PR person.
Until you know, until you blow, right?
Yeah. Dude, I love Robo. Robo and I talked for a while. We met at Star Wars Celebration back in May, and I was just gonna say hi. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know who you are." And I was like, "You know who I am? Like that's weird." And we just had a long conversation. Like I wasn't expecting that. He's a super cool guy.
Yeah. He had no idea who I was, and that's because he doesn't watch my TV shows because I'm not famous.
How dare he? What a jerk!
What a jerk! No. But he's super nice.
He's super nice. Yeah.
What credit is when he reviews something, he doesn't call it a review. Calls it an overview because he knows he can't really sit. He knows he can't sit there and be like, this is a 3 out of 10 because he's in this position that really no one is. So I give him credit. He's got to do what he's got to do, you know. But there are other people who are like, here's my review, and they might say a little thing is bad about it, but at the end of the day, they're like, you know, I was happy with this. No shit, you've been happy with the last 10,000 reviews. And I was like, I wonder how much money you spent on that.
Yeah. I see people talking about Toy Galaxy. That Dan Larson guy, No, I'm kidding. Dan and I are actually really good friends, like super good friends.
Are you? I love, dude.
Oh no, Dan is a gem. He and I we became friends during the pandemic of like texting back and forth, and like we've just been like his wife and my wife follow like talk sometimes, and like it's like a whole thing. Like we're actual friends now, even though we've never met. It's kind of fun.
I won't lie. My first, I had to do dog walking for a while, and Toy Galaxy got me through those dog walks.
Yeah. Oh no, Toy Galaxy got me through a lot of stuff. I'm super glad. If you haven't heard, on their second channel, which they just renamed Dan Larson, it's just his name. He started doing toy reviews again on that channel. So if you missed the Toy Galaxy,
yeah,
I almost wore my Toy Galaxy shirt for this, but I didn't. But if you missed Dan Larson's toy reviews, they're doing new ones on his second channel. So
okay,
go check that out. Yeah.
Perfect.
My guy, Bobby loves everything sucks.
Everything does suck.
Nothing's then.
Yeah.
All right, and before we go,
I'm pretty sure your face gets free shit. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm pretty sure Yak Face gets free stuff. I'm pretty sure he does. Jason?
Yeah,
like he's got some inside knowledge there. Like he was on the Out of the Basement with us a couple months ago or whatever. He dropped some knowledge like before Mara Jade and all those Black Series figures got announced. Like he was telling us, yeah, this is on the docket, these are coming out. Like he has a spreadsheet of all this stuff. He's got some kind of inside knowledge. Like he's got hookups. That guy knows stuff he shouldn't know. I love Jason. Jason's great. Although we don't agree on everything, but he's a nice guy and I like him a lot.
That's good. Yeah.
Well then, finally, real quick, speaking of social media, Mike, plug yourself, dude. Like I got your.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm on the Instagram and I have a YouTube channel. I just did videos for my top 10 Black Series of 2022, like every online reviewer does in January. I also made a list of figures that I want to see. I'm also going to do one for G.I. Joe. I'm working on finishing it right now. I'll get it done by the weekend. But I have a show that I do with my other friend, Zach, who's not the Zach that I do my podcast with, Black Series Cantina. But it's called Bots and Shots, where we drink shots and talk about robots. So I've got a new episode of that coming out. It's going to be 2 hours long, and we get very drunk. So if you want to see that, it's something you can watch soon. Other than that,
just robots, just any kind of robots.
Well, mostly Transformers. Although I think we're gonna branch out and do non-Transformer stuff. Mostly just because we do like 10 things an episode, and we're running out of Transformers to talk about. We took a whole bunch of. We took all last year off to try to catch up, but it's a lot. So I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Guys, gotta stop letting me talk. Please stop. Stop me.
Start drinking about Joe's.
Joe's and gin. I like that.
Oh, I like that.
Joe's and juice. Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go, Joseph. Yes, I like that concept. All right. For episode 109, I am Bobby. He is Travis. That is Tony from Tony's Stories, or Tony's Figs, and then of course our wonderful guest, Mike Kaess.
Mike Kaess, you got it.
Yeah.
See you Friday.
I listened.
I like you.
All right, everyone. We will see you in the toy aisle. Peace.